Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities. Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Whoa, hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide. College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jonkak with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
And a very good Friday evening, everybody. A night of high school basketball coming your way as the second season commences for the Pierre Governor girls. Welcome to Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland with play-by-play as the number 2 seed, second ranked as well. Pierre Governors welcome in the number 15 seed Brookings Bobcats. Governors coming off of one of their most successful regular seasons in recent memory, 17-3. They'll take on a Brookings team that has played well at times, but wins have been a little hard to come by. They come in with a record of 5-15. Second meeting in just a few weeks for these two teams in Brookings on Valentine's night. The Governors went over, collected a 57-31 victory, but I think tonight could be a little bit tougher, and we shall find out. Glad to have you with us, along with Heather Williams running the show in studio. Jordan Lutmer is on live video streaming as well, courtesy of Live Ticket. We'll have this matchup available for you on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com, also available through the Pierre School website at gogovs.live and the Live Ticket YouTube stream as well. We're hard to avoid because it's Governor basketball, and a good product has been put on the floor all season long. They're looking for one more, and the winner of this game will go to the state AA basketball tournament next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Pentagon and the Sanford Sports Complex in Sioux Falls. Let's open up with a 3-minute break. We'll get into our pregame show. Pregame in our broadcasts are brought to you by the Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance Agency in Pierre. We'll take a look at the brackets, the SoDak 16, the matchups, and the season that has been for the Pierre Governor girls. We'll take a look and a listen to what the coaches have to say when we talk keys to success with them, starting lineups, and a whole lot more as the SoDak 16 is on. Here, River 92.7, your official voice of Pierre Governor Athletics. We're back in 3 minutes in the Aponsima State Farm pregame show. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
See the team at Potsdam State Farm or visit insuredwithbecky.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Hey guys, this is Truett Rogers, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota here in Pierre, South Dakota. And I just wanted to let you guys know about this beautiful white 2017 Ford F-150 Lariat with 84,000 miles. Loaded up with leather, nav, adaptive cruise, and heated and cooled seats, and a whole ton more. Priced today at $36,995. Stop in at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota at 518 East Sioux Ave in Pierre. Visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com or call 605-224-7378 and ask for me, Truett Rogers.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to Rigside Gym here on a Friday evening, hearing from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. They sponsor our place of setting up and broadcasting from. It's the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Thanks to the men and women of the Sheriff's Office for serving our community in fine fashion as they do and for giving us a spot to sit. Brian Oakland here in the Upper West Side. Jordan Lutmer with video on the Upper East Side. That's the view that you'll get if you're watching this game on drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Also, in the way of law enforcement and office, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety in this case, as we travel to and from high school sporting events and hopefully for Governor fans to state tournaments in the next couple of weeks, the Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team. They remind us all to buckle up every trip, every time, especially during winter driving or especially, well, anytime you take a trip. That's a reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. So let's take a look at how these two teams arrived at this point here in the postseason. Pierre Governors coming in with a record of 17-3 and over the course of the season, which started with a 6-0 beginning. Wins over Rapid City, Stevens, and Central out in Rapid City. Win at home over Watertown. They also got holiday break wins over Spearfish and Sturgis. Sturgis on New Year's Eve. They started the new year with a win over Sioux Falls Link. And then the first real test had them at Sioux Falls, Washington, but a 57-49 loss, dropping them to 7-1. They took on a Lakota Tech team, beat them. Lakota Tech is on their way to the State A basketball tournament. Home wins over Douglas, and then that loss with Brandon Valley, loss number 2 on the season, in which Haley Barons could not miss, in particular, 75-69, a loss for the Govs. Win over Aberdeen Central, hard fought. Signature win on January 27th at O'Gorman, 57-46, and that propelled the Govs into the top 3 instead of just the top 5. And then another win at Harrisburg, which also, with a great job in backing up that big win against O'Gorman, going back on the road a few nights later, winning at Harrisburg as well. They had comfortable wins over Yankton, then Harrisburg, then Bismarck got to them with a really good second half on February 10th. The Governors win their last 4 games of the season, starting with a win at Brookings, 57-31 on the 14th. They beat Mitchell, got a win at Roosevelt, and then another signature win, in my opinion, this past Monday, when they defeated Sioux Falls Jefferson here at Riggs High Gym, 65-58. As for the Bobcats, it hasn't been that successful. A young team that started with a hard-fought game, but a loss at Watertown, 59-54. They did get their first win, second game of the year against Yankton, 60-43, but then stringing 5 losses together before a win out at Rapid City Central. Followed that up with another tough luck loss at Rapid City Stevens. Stevens has had a fine season themselves. Losses to Lennox and Harrisburg, and then Washington in there. Washington with a 52-40 win on January 31st, but that's a game that Coach Mitch McLagan tells us Brookings had a lead in the fourth quarter in that game. A couple of losses here and there. They did put a couple of wins together against Douglas and Sioux Falls Roosevelt, who obviously had their struggles this season as well. A few more losses to good teams like Jefferson and Pierre, and then Aberdeen Central. They did get a win against Sturgis, but coming in off of a home loss, 39-33 this past Saturday against Spearfish. 5-15 on the season for the Brookings Bobcats, putting them in the 15 seed. Take a look at the brackets in the SoDak 16. Top seed overall is Sioux Falls, Washington. They host Sioux Falls Roosevelt at 6 o'clock tonight. And sticking on that side of the bracket, number 8 is Watertown, as they host the 9 seed Sioux Falls Lincoln in a game that'll start at 7 o'clock at the Civic Arena. Sioux Falls Jefferson stayed at the 4 seed from their loss on Monday night to the Governors. 16-4 for the Cavaliers, and they're hosting Aberdeen Central, who somehow unable to beat Sioux Falls Roosevelt the other night. Meanwhile, Brandon Valley will host Mitchell in the 5-12 game. That starts at 6 o'clock in Brandon. On the Pierre side of the bracket, with the Governors, the number 2 seed, hosting number 15 Brookings. In addition to this one, it's Rapid City Stevens, the 7 seed, taking on Huron in Rapid City, 6 o'clock Mountain Time start. Basically what it boils down to, the winner of our game, Pierre and Brookings, would go to the state tournament, and they would open in the quarterfinal round against the winner of the Stevens and Huron matchup. So we'll keep an eye on that one throughout, as in AA, they don't reseed after the SoDak 16 games, which they do in classes A and B. O'Gorman, the 3 seed, is hosting Rapid City Central. That game already underway as of 5 o'clock, and Harrisburg playing host to Spearfish. That is the SoDak 16 here for girls basketball tonight. Boys will play the SoDak 16 tomorrow. The Governor boys will host the O'Gorman Knights in a 6 seed versus 11 seed game. That starts at 3 o'clock with a tip-off, and we'll be on the air at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon for that one. We'll talk about the boys' SoDak 16 as the evening progresses, but let's take another 3-minute timeout. It's time to talk with the coaches. We'll hear from Mitch McLagan of Brookings later on, but we begin with Kirk Bebout and the Pierre Governor. Keys to success from Central Dakota Eye Care after this 3-minute timeout. This is Pierre SoDak 16 postseason basketball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
At Beck Motor Company, we're rolling the dice that spring is just around the corner. With any vehicle purchase, roll our giant dice and you could win gift cards from many of your favorite local businesses. Drifter's Bar and Grill, Burger King, Walmart, Beck Motors Pro Shop, Richie Z's, and more. Up to a $100 mail-in rebate on tires plus 4 free oil changes. See all our March specials at beck-motors.com. 605-224-5912.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology. Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Hey DQ fans, do you want onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer, both. Say hello to the DQ chicken strip and fry rings baskets. Get 2 of our legendary sides with our golden chicken strips. Now the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fry chicken ring? Or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
All right, here we go in Keys to Success with Kurt Bebout, the Governor head coach, and here we are into the second season, SoDak 16 here tonight. Coach, you had a great game, I think, again on Monday against Sioux Falls Jefferson, kind of a postseason atmosphere already, because that's the type of opponents that you're going to be seeing, hopefully, as you progress in this in the postseason, but solidifying a number 2 seed. You get Brookings in here tonight, and again, all you're trying to do, I think, is just keep playing with the confidence that you've had all season long.
Oh yeah, I'm just really proud of the girls that put together a great season, 17-3. Like you said, 2 seed, won the ESD. So, I mean, so many great things that we don't want to lose sight of. But yeah, it always comes down to one game. So, we just want to focus on tonight and keep doing what we've been doing all year.
Took a peek at that game. I did, in the replay, and what David Burrow was talking about was, and couldn't get over the fact that of how you dominated the boards in that game. Keys to success always include rebounding, and that was the key that night.
Oh yeah, I mean rebounding is a huge deal. I heard that too actually from him on the rebounding number. So that's a huge key, and that'll be the same thing tonight. We got to get on the boards, we got to hold them to one, we got to get some extra shots.
You've been able to do things. I think a lot of the offense predicated on the defense and the way things. You've been able to kind of stifle teams all season long, and again, as you try to continue to play with that confidence, that's still where it begins, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. I mean, you get in situations like this. I mean, the emotions are high and it's a little bit more difficult to score, I'd say, and it just puts an emphasis on defense. You really got to get it done on that end. So, that's something we pride ourselves on. We dedicate half our practices about strictly at getting better on defense. So hopefully that pays off tonight.
Tonight you have the Brookings Bobcats, and it wasn't too long ago you played them Valentine's night over in their place, and 57-31 win, I think was what the score was. Obviously you're heavily favored, but it's all about, not losing focus, keeping that focus, and keeping the mode of play continuing.
Yeah, I think you know how I feel about favors or favored or what the spread is, you know what I mean, like that stuff means absolutely zero. So, and I've watched enough Brookings to know that we got to be ready to go, and it's not going to be easy by any means. So we just hope that our attention to detail and our commitment each and every possession pays off over the course of the game.
We've seen throughout the season, doesn't matter who's playing, it's AA basketball. It's the nature of AA every single year. It's hard to play a team a second time around and expect things to go the same.
Oh yeah, it won't be that. I mean, they're going to make adjustments. Things, like you watch any game, certain shots fall at certain times, and I mean every flow of every game is different. So it definitely will be different. Like I said, we expect adversity. We know we're going to have to fight through things, and really going to have to stick together and find a way to get it done.
And it's a capable team. They've been able to play pretty tough against some really good teams, and I think once you get into a do or die or a one and done situation, the team that's the most dangerous is the team that doesn't have much to lose.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, I watched pretty much every one of their games, and they've been in every single one of them. I mean, and they have capable players. Schmidt is she's dynamic, scored at all three levels, and they mix it up on defense like every single time. So yeah, but it's a matter of us focusing on what we do and playing our game and sticking together and just staying solid.
That was the key word for me, was focus, and any other keys to success in executing the game plan.
Yeah, well, we got two. We got focus, and we got rebounding. We already said that one, and and we said defense too. So we already kind of highlighted all three of those things. If we come out focused, locked in, do the little things fundamentally on offense, rebound the basketball, and hang our hat on defense, we'll be okay.
Because it's only a 1-game season. It's not a 4-game season, right?
Correct.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Kirk Bebout, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Coach's comments and keys to success in our pregame are brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. As we'll step aside, hear from them, and we're back. Before we do that, we do remind you also, because it is our duty to inform you that the broadcast of this playoff game is being authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Central Dakota Eye Care, and then we've got Mitch McLagan of the Brookings Bobcats next. Keys to success continue in Governor Basketball.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazik. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I am accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
And our keys to success will continue. The visiting head coach tonight is Mitch McLagan of the Brookings Bobcats. Kind of a bit of a struggle this season, Coach. Working your way along. I think over the course of the season, you find yourselves in a lot of games, competing, working hard. I'm sure that's kind of the prototypical of teams that do struggle. 5-15 on the year, but playing till the end. Unfortunately, the wins have just been hard to come by, but now it's a brand new season as you come in here and take on the Pierre Governors.
And you get to tell your kids that you're 0-0, right? But we're not silly to realize what the situation is. We're a 15th seed, they're the 2 seed, and after watching a lot of film, we think Pierre's the best team in the state. And so, but we have a fantastic opportunity, and what we tell our kids is we go back. We had big leads late against Washington, against Stevens, and just didn't close those out. And with the young group, you're going to see that. We're going to play, 3 sophomores and 2-3 freshmen. And so when those late game situations have been difficult for us. We're super excited for the opportunity, though, to be here.
There you go. I mean, now it's about finding, maybe it waits till next year or whatever, but it's about finding ways to win and learning how to win as well.
And that's the fun part about this time of year. We watch plenty of film, and just like Pierre does, both teams are going to know each other really, really well. And so we're going to throw things different that year. I mean, we know we can't probably come in here and play them straight up and see what happens. That's not giving our kids the best chance to win. And so we're going to see it. You'll see a couple new wrinkles out of our defense, and we're going to try to mix things up, try to confuse them a little bit. Our goal is to get to the fourth quarter and see if we can't be in a game.
Absolutely. Played them just a couple of weeks ago in your place. It was a 26-point ball game or so. I think the one thing that people who play Pierre find out about is how smothering their defense is, and what can you do to counter that?
Yeah, and that's been a thing we've worked on all week, and I thought that was one of Pierre's the best games that they've played. They looked really smooth, and they hit shots from all over the place, and then we turned the ball over and gave them too many opportunities on the offensive end. And so the big part is we're going to limit turnovers, look to do it, and we got to be aggressive. I mean, for these upsets to happen, which we expect to do. As a coach, you feel like you can come in and win a game. We're going to have to hit a lot of threes, and so we're going to try to get shots up, but they defend it really well, and so hopefully we can get a few to fall.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you. I mean, maybe you got to slow the game down, but here you're saying you got to be aggressive, which I guess would mean pushing the issue and get it past that defensive pressure.
Yeah, and that's the things that us coaches and I we tackle all week. Should we slow it down? And with our young group, we've been trying to play faster, and that's kind of been who we are. Now, we might see us try to slow it down here and there, but when we try to slow it down with their smothering defense, that could cause more issues. We would love to play every offensive possession under 10 seconds on the shot clock. I just don't know if that's in our MO.
Not just yet, at least, but I think another key for underdogs is to maybe break the game down, make it quarter by quarter, possession by possession. Too.
Yeah, and that's kind of been our motto all year. It is, and truthfully, winning a possession and moving on. With a Pierre team, we're going to face adversity tonight. Even if we play really well, there's going to be stretches that they're really good, and so we're going to see adversity. And so that's why the mentality of us is we have to just worry about winning that possession and move on to the next one.
All right, Coach. Any other keys to success tonight?
Yeah, I mean, again, making shots. Let our young kids see this atmosphere. I know we're going to see a good crowd tonight, and we're excited for that. It's a really good opportunity for us.
Let's measure success too from not necessarily wins and losses, but improvement from game 1 to game 21. What's the best thing you've seen so far?
It's the way we have. We graduated a 6'5" girl, and we played a very slow pace, and to see our pace start to improve, playing hard, and again, thanks to these girls. We're 5'15". It would have been really easy at times this year not to show up. They've shown up every day. They're going to show up tonight. They know they're underdogs. They're going to show up. We'll be ready.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck. Right?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that's Mitch McLagan, the head coach of the Brookings Bobcats. That's Coach's comments. Keys to success brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Pierre High away, and we'll take a 3-minute break away, and we're back with the starting lineups. Coming up next, the SoDak 16 for girls basketball in AA is on River 92.7 at drgnews.com.
You know that feeling? The feeling that things couldn't get any better? It's you at your best. Being your best means owning your health. It means not only meeting your goals, but crushing them, then setting new ones. Partner with an Avera primary care provider. We are right here to help you create health goals so you can feel your best and move forward to your healthiest self. Learn more at avera.org/checkup. Avera, moving health forward.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. Grab some Caribou coffee while you shop, too. Lynn's Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Lynn's Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
Hey, it's the old top Gator here with Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. Ready for something new and out of the normal pizza world? Pop on out and try Gator's new Peachy Serrano Chicken Pizza, an aromatic bouquet of sweet peaches, an amazing flavorful spicy Serrano chili sauce, accompanied with our seasoned chicken, real mozzarella and cheddar cheese. The spice level is about an 8 out of 10 on this item. Gator's has dine-in, carry-out, or curbside pickup, or delivery through DoorDash. Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
We're back at Riggs High Gym as we inch closer to tip-off of the SoDak 16. It's time for the starting lineups in our broadcasts, which are sponsored by Envirotech in Pierre. The Governors have been consistent throughout the season with their starting lineup. Lennox Dupree, the 5'6" sophomore guard. Remington Price, the scorer, the 5'7" senior. Ryan Berry had a big night against Jefferson on Monday as well, the 5'8" junior. The bigs up front, Reese Terwilliger, a 5'11" junior. I believe she had 20 points the last time these two teams met. Looking for another big game tonight. And Avery Kaiser, the 6' senior, to lead the way up front as well. Price, Dupree, Berry, Terwilliger, Kaiser, the starting five with Elise Christofferson, the defensive specialist, Sydney Tedrow, Maya Shorter coming off the bench, all 5'8". Christofferson, a junior, Tedrow, Shorter, among the senior class here for the Pierre Governors. 17-3 on the season. Number 2 seed, head coached by Kirk Bebout, assisted by Terry Becker, Carice Blanchette, and Jeff Schleckaway. For Brookings, quickly, their starting lineup from Envirotech in Pierre. A 5'8" senior guard is Gracie Sheridan. 5'9" senior forward Sophia Hemrick. A 5'7" sophomore in at a guard is Logan Smith. Macy Even is a 5'9" freshman guard. And Sophia DeVerkston, a 6' senior, in at a forward, as happy birthday being sung out for our trainer, Casey Michelson of the Pierre Governors. And everybody singing in unison there. Sheridan, Hamrick, Smith, Even, and DeVerkston, the starting five of the Brookings Bobcats. 5-15 on the season. Number 15 seed in the SoDak 16. Their head coach is Mitch McLagan, assisted by Ross Peterson, Mandy Smith, and Zach Thomas. Those are your Envirotech starting lineups from Envirotech in Pierre. We take a 2-minute break, and we're back. We've got the game officials still to come, the law on the court, and we'll give you those when we return. Actually, let's take a 3-minute timeout, and we're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at EnvirotechWaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Your family at Swenson Cowan Dental Office. You can rely on Dr. Swenson and Cowan for comprehensive general dentistry, providing an excellent facility with the highest quality dental care. Swenson Cowan Dental Office serves Pierre and the surrounding areas. A friendly, local practice offering a calm and comfortable environment. Make an appointment by calling 224-5966, 224-5966. Swenson Cowan Dental Office is proud to support area youth in their activities, cheering them on to victory. Your family at Swenson Cowan Dental Office in Pierre.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Fort Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 605-224-5588.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre. From 2012 through 16, Pierre girls dominated AA golf. 3 golfers combined to win 4 titles in 5 years. Haley Getz in 2012 and 13, Carissa Guthrie in 2015, Katie Bartlett in 2016, after she'd been runner-up the previous 2 years. Haley Getz, Carissa Guthrie, and Katie Bartlett, 3 of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre.
Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the STHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Not using your timeshare like you thought you would, and you'd like to get rid of it, but you're not sure how to go about it. And all of a sudden, you receive a call from a company saying that they have a purchaser for your timeshare if you'd like to sell it now. In order to do this, you'll have to pay a listing cost of $4,000 and small closing costs, and you'll be rid of your timeshare. You need to be skeptical if you receive this call. There is typically no buyer, and all they're going to do is take your $4,000. If you've been victimized by this type of scam, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Welcome back to Rigside Gym. Our Potsdam State Farm pregame show continues for just a few moments longer as the starting lineups are coming up on the floor. We've given you the Envirotech starting lineups, but our other starting lineup gives us the game officials in tonight's SoDak 16 contest. And as always, thanks to our game officials for doing what is very often a thankless job in officiating high school sports, which is not an easy thing to do very often. Scott Kadis, Andrew Lepkowski, and Mark Logan are tonight's game officials. The game officials, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, their Division of Consumer Protection. They're the law on the court. Scott Kadis, Andrew Lepkowski, Mark Logan, tonight's game officials. We tip it off in 30 seconds. Comtech sponsors our opening tip next. This is Pierre Governors SoDak 16 postseason basketball in your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Comtech and Pierce, sales and service for electronics and technologies and high school basketball coming up here. One of 8 games going on. We'll check in on other games. Several of them will be starting the same time ours is. One game at O'Gorman High, I believe it was, starting at 5 o'clock. So we'll take a quick look at how things are going in Sioux Falls so far. But, of course, we've got Pierre and Brookings right here. O'Gorman has defeated Rapid City Central 63-26, so they have qualified for the state AA tournament 7-5. Sioux Falls, Washington, the number 1 seed, leads Sioux Falls Roosevelt halfway through the first quarter. And we welcome you to our coverage of postseason basketball. The state tournament trip on the line. The Pierre Governors are hoping for their 24th state AA basketball tournament, or A and AA combined. Brookings actually has only been to the tournament 9 times, but a couple of championships, the last one in 2004 under Lisa Canigator. Our Comtech opening tip is won by the Bobcats as they'll head from right to left. Brookings in road black with the red numbers, white trim, right to left as you watch this one on drgnews.com. A steal for Avery Kaiser and a breakaway layup, but no good. Ryan Berry underneath with a second chance. That's blocked away, and Brookings will come away with it. So a good job and hustling back for the Bobcats. Sophia DeVergston able to haul one in. Berry again had that opportunity, but Avery Kaiser got a quick jump on that opening steal. Now the Bobcats work it inside, and our first whistle and a foul is called. And this will send Sophia Hamrick to the free throw line. Brookings with a chance to strike first. Remy Price, the senior, with her first personal foul. Great crowd in here. It's blackout day in Riggs High Gym. Student bodies all wearing black. This announcer's wearing black. Brookings is wearing black actually as well. And Hamrick puts the Bobcats on the board first, hitting the first of two. 33 seconds in, 7:27 to go. Second free throw up a little too strong. It's no good, and Kaiser will collect the rebound for the Govs. 1-0 Brookings with the start. Lennox Dupree leading the Governors left to right across the timeline as you watch this one. Now a push foul on the near side, and that is Hamrick. Step too late to deny the pass that Remy Price was able to haul in the first Brookings foul. So a couple of early whistles, one per team. Then the Governors will inbound. Once again, they're in home white with the green numbers and trim. Here's Lennox Dupree pulling up from the left to the right elbow. Looked like a good shot going, but it is off the mark, and it's run down by Macy Even. Governors are 0 for 3 on the floor so far. Here are the Cats up top. Gracie Sheridan moves. Kicks out to the wing, and Macy Even now up top. With it is Hamrick spinning against Price. Tried to get it back, but Dupree will tip it, take it away. A race to the goal, and Lennox Dupree with the breakaway to give the Governors their first lead. 2-1, 6:40 to go, quarter number one. Couple of steals. Now another one is this one taken home by Ryan Berry, but catch-up defense, and Brookings will tip it out of bounds. Mitch McLagan, the Bobcat head coach, having a word with Scott Cadis about something. Maybe whether the Governors might have stepped on this sideline or something, but it is Pierre basketball, the third steal by the Govs. Dupree inbounds to Kaiser. Got it back in the left corner. Now Price. High post, Kaiser underneath looking for Terwilliger, but Brookings got a touch on that pass. And then Terwilliger, the last to tip it as it goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, number one for the Governors. Here will press. Man pressure predominantly here, but Berry backs off. Just some token pressure. Logan Smith, sophomore, fine player. To lead the way, you'll see her with the bright red shoes. Now with the pink shoes driving. Hamrick, she'll feed across the lane, and DeVergston will put it up and in. Well done for Sophia Hamrick, and Brookings seesaws back in front early on here, 3-2. Remy Price pulls up from 15, passes it away. Price is tripped up on her way to the basket. There should be a foul on the floor. And 24, Macy Even with her first personal. Kaiser saw an opening. The 6-footer doesn't mind putting the ball on the floor. Tried to drive, but resulting in a foul. Here she takes the inbound, tries a hook shot in the middle of the lane, but it's off the mark, no good. DeVergston will rebound, and Brookings still leads 3-2. Backing in, Hamrick, loose basketball. Shot up for Gracie Sheridan. She's complaining that she got hit. Now Sheridan will pick the pocket of Avery Kaiser. Governors end up on the floor. Brookings with a stop by Even, top of the key, but a stutter step travel. Maybe a jitter play that time for Brookings and Gracie Sheridan. 5.5 minutes to go, quarter number one, and I think we're even seeing some early jitters for the Governors. Here has not made the state basketball tournament since 2017. We mentioned Brookings. Their last tournament entry was that state championship in 2014. Here's a Ryan Berry pull-up jumper from the right baseline. This one with a good shooter's touch finds its way down. A few lead changes so far here as Remy Price will knock one away from Sheridan. It'll trickle out of bounds on the near side. Sub in here as Sydney Tedrow, the 5'8 senior, will check in for Avery Kaiser. Govs had senior night on Monday. In a great win to close out the regular season. All of these seniors playing their final home game at Riggs High Gym. An entry pass stepped in front of and stolen by Reese Terwilliger. Push it up ahead, and Remy Price will burn down a three. Price with her first shot home, 7-3. The Govs was 5 in a row, leading by 4, and now a traveling violation with Even leaning against Barry. Trapping defense helped out by Lennox Dupree. And a 6th turnover already by Brookings here. And the one thing we talked about with both head coaches here, Kirk Bebout, but also Mitch McLagan, that stifling defense that has really spurred on the Governor's success all season long. In your face and making things difficult for most of their opponents all year. Here's Terwilliger muscling one up inside, and Tedrow will be guilty of a foul over the top of a would-be Brookings rebounder. Sydney Tedrow with her first personal, team foul number 2 for the Govs. There's regional boys basketball action on DRG Media Group stations tonight in the postseason, Region 6B. Talk about that a little bit more as we continue. There's a nice drive with the right-hander on the left side, just into the game. Shots up and good for Jaden Devine, a 5'7" junior for the Bobcats. Her first 2, it's 7-5. Tough pass for Price into Terwilliger. A whistle and a foul. And Terwilliger will get the basket and a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And the fouler will be Logan Smith, as she seemed a bit surprised at the call as well. Terwilliger's first 2, looking for a third. And it is good. Reese gets in that crouch when shooting free throws, and a lot of times gets opposing players to jump. Brookings held off on that and did not commit a lane violation. It wouldn't have mattered. Terwilliger made the free throw. Now trouble to get it up the backcourt, and a timeout will be called by the Bobcats here. Our first Coca-Cola timeout on the floor. We'll take a 60-second break. Timeouts from Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. It is 10-5 Governors midway through the first quarter on River 92.7.
This winter, the foundation for how we do business.
Transportation to medical appointments, and those without access to transportation are eligible for this service. Rides through this program may be free, discounted, or paid in full based upon a patient's ability to pay for medical care. For more information, call Liz at 605-945-5316.
Welcome back to Riggs, and an earlier start time here for the postseason. Brookings out of the timeout, working it across the timeline. A Logan Smith 3 from the left side, though. Bounds across and knocked away out of bounds by the Bobcats, and the Governors will have it, looking to advance on a 10-5 lead. First quarter, 3:35 to play. Elise Christofferson on the floor for the first time for Pierre. Also see Amari Ward, a 5'7" freshman, in for Brookings for the first time, working it down low. Tedrow to Terwilliger, too strong off the glass. She got caught a little too far under the basket. And as she backed up, the shot was a little too high off the glass. Sydney Tedrow comes in and tries to get a rebound. Actually tied up by a Brookings player as well, and possession arrow that points in Pierre's direction. The inbound comes to Christofferson out on the left wing. Back to Ryan Berry. A little bit of a stumble, but got rid of it. Gets it back. And Elise Christofferson again to the high post. Free throw line, Tedrow out to Berry. 4-3, in and out, no good. And on the backside, it'll be run down by Logan Smith. 1 for 2 so far for the Governors outside the arc. Here's Smith scooping on a coast-to-coast effort. No good. Put back for Brookings will not go. And as Tess Burns with the miss had that offensive rebound. Smith keeps it alive. They'll kick it out looking for three, but off the glass, it's no good for Sophia Hamrick. Still 10-5. Pierre doubling up the Bobcats here so far. 2:40 to go, quarter number one. Left to right, here comes Barry. Actually, Amari Ward closes off the lane. Now Remy Price in front of Student Body Black. Tedrow at the free throw line. Open is Christofferson for three, and that one online, but it'll hit the front of the rim and then bounce across again. And Smith down with a Bobcat rebound. She'll stop on the top of the key. Pass it off to Hamrick, and she'll leave it, and Smith will reset. Here is Ward. It's the screen from Tess Burns, a 5'10 sophomore who checked in on that last break. Three out on the wing, left side, no good for Smith. Christofferson rebounds for Pierre. 0 for 3 for Brookings from distance. Here is Barry. That one's halfway down. It comes back out. Smith with another rebound. Remy Price hit the first one from long range, but the Governors are 0 for 3 since. Ward fumbles a skip pass, long one, but she has it still. Advances, dishes it out. Head it to Jaden Devine, gets it back, and now a baseline or a sideline violation out of bounds, forced by Elise Christofferson. And Brookings will turn it over already for a seventh time here still in the first period. 1:32 to play. Kaiser and Terwilliger, the two bigs, checking back in. Maya Shorter's been in there for a bit. She'll come out along with Tedrow and Price. And Lennox Dupree also back on for the Govs to set things up. Starts with the first pass to Christofferson. Gets it back, swing it over to Barry. Fakes left, drives right. Back up to Dupree for three, no good. And everybody's going a little bit cold here of late, especially on the long-range attempts. On the move is Devine. Sidesteps away from Ryan Barry, who is playing straight-up defense. Nice move, Jaden Devine, the junior, with 4 off the bench. And with an even 1 minute to go, Brookings back within 3 at 10-7. Governors break the Brookings pressure. Now to Christofferson and Dupree. Top of the key. Barry going to try another one from long range. That's in and out. But Kaiser has an offensive rebound. Turnaround. Put it back up. She'll be fouled. And Avery Kaiser will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. We'll check the foul here, and that is Tess Burns. Coach McLagan giving his interpretation of the play to Mark Logan. Don't know if Logan's nodding in agreement or at least just understanding of the point that Coach McLagan's trying to make, but all is well. Kaiser shooting 2, but the first one off the back of the rim, no good. Has another one coming. Team foul number 4, by the way, for Brookings. Second free throw good. Kaiser's on the board. 11-7 our score. Here defense pressing. Now they've got to get back. Brookings breaks it, but Amari Ward slows things up. Passes it across to Gracie Sheridan. Get it inside to Burns, but she fumbles it, and it's picked up by Dupree. Another takeaway for the Governors. Tough pass into Terwilliger. Strong to keep it alive. Shot up no good against Burns, who does a nice job defensively. And Burns down with a rebound. Brookings out rebounding Pierre after the Governors had an outstanding rebounding effort on Monday night, their last time out. That's a bad pass by Ward. Terwilliger cuts it off, but can't keep it alive. It's knocked out of bounds. And Jaden Devine will inbound. Macy Even will check in for Amari Ward. Brookings can play for the last shot here. 12.8 seconds to go. 11-7 Governors. Inbound pass, and it's up to Even and good. Macy Even with a quick 2, but that gives the Governors some time to put a last shot down. Christofferson inside the arc. 15-footer is good. Well done with poise, Elise Christofferson. And our first period comes to an end on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. It's the Governors 13, the Brookings Bobcats 9. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We pause for 60 seconds, quarter number 2. We're in the postseason. This is Governor basketball.
Our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Athletic Administrators Association.
A little bit of a struggle shooting the basketball in the first period. The Governors 5 out of 17, but they do have a 13-9 lead as we come to the second quarter of play. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. Governor basketball brought to you in part by Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors, who include Bank West, Beck Motors, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency in Pierre. The Governors coming up with a steal as Lennox Dupree picked up a loose basketball pass ahead, knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Governors. Other sports marketing sponsors, including Dakota Storm Roofing, the Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, and Overhead Door in Pierre. Dupree into Sydney Tedrow, tries to get an extra pass to Price across the lane, but this one picked off by Gracie Sheridan. Her second steal, third turnover by the Govs. Brookings so far doing a good job at hanging tough, and a fadeaway here for Even, up no good, missed everything, but Burns catches it underneath, gets rid of it. Jaden Devine tries a second opportunity. That misses everything as well. Terwilliger will catch and then be fouled by Tess Burns, trying to get it back. And the Governors maintain that 4-point lead. Starter Sophia Hamrick back in here. Amari Ward will join her off the bench. Sophia DeVergston, the 6-foot senior, starter in the post, also checking back in. 13-9, a 2-2-1 press here for the Bobcats, but the Governors will break it. Now penetration by Price to Tedrow. Wasn't really expecting the pass, but collects it. Got it to a Christofferson. Swing it through Dupree. Back to Price. Now Lennox on the drive in front of the right elbow. Shot up, no good. Couple of bounces off the rim, and Amari Ward will rebound for Brookings. Ward has it back in front of the Governor bench, crosses over, penetrates into the lane with a little bit of a kick out. Hamrick loses the dribble, now a loose basketball. Terwilliger wants it, so does DeVergston, and Pierre has the possession arrow after Brookings started with the first possession of the second quarter. Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, also including Century Business Products, Kruger Contracting, Capital City Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Avera Orthopedics, and Rinky Gray Wealth Management in Pierre, your Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors who help sponsor Pierre Governor Sports here on River 92.7. Here's a takeaway and another pass down low. Good hands play by Hamrick. Turnover number 4 for the Governors. Baseline drive, Jaden Devine. Her pass tipped and taken right. Now a 2-on-2 up ahead. Pull up, free throw line jumper. Price is off the mark, no good. Here trying for some instant offense in transition, but again, these are the types of shots that things are going well for the Governors. Those shots are falling all the time, but not tonight. So far, they're 5 out of 19 on the floor. Here's Devine for 3, swish. As Logan Smith did a great job keeping the dribble alive. She feeds to Jaden Devine, who hits the 3. Devine with 7 points off the bench. Now Terwilliger in the lane, taking the entry pass. She'll be fouled by Smith. Logan Smith's second personal. Reese will go to the free throw line. Try to put a couple of peanut butter cups home. Actually, they give it to DeVergston. That'll be her first. Team foul number 6 for Brookings. 13-12 our score. Bobcats hanging right in there. Now Terwilliger. This is the first of 2 here. Kaiser in for Tedrow. Ryan Berry back on for Christofferson. Starting 5 all out there now for the Governors here with 5:43 to play. We're in the second period. Tess Burns checking out as well. Some good minutes for the Bobcats, even though a couple of fouls. Going to have a lane violation here if this one's missed, but Terwilliger will put it on home. Reese with 4 now, 14-12. The Governors clinging to a 2-point lead. Bobcats have been stingy so far defensively. On the move is Hamrick with a bounce pass, kick out. Devine wants another three, but won't get it from the left wing this time. Dupree will rebound for the Governors. Left to right across the timeline. Here's Kaiser to Price. Stepping up, free! That's how you do it, says Remy Price. 2 threes in this game, now a total of 195 in her illustrious career from outside the arc. Already the all-time three-point shooter. Terwilliger says, get that out of here, Amari Ward. Taken away by Kaiser. She'll feed to Dupree, and Lennox will put it up and in. Transition basket off of the block shot of Reese Terwilliger. Now a timeout taken by the Bobcats with 4:51 to go. The Governors with a little bit of a flurry, 6 in a row, and they lead 19-12. Back in 30 seconds. Timeouts brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pier. This is Governor postseason basketball.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th generation family owned and operated.
9-2.
Back at Riggs High. Boy, I love it when the Riggs High pep band is playing even in timeouts, don't you? It kind of feels like the postseason. That's exactly what we've got going on. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Again, welcome aboard. Friday night tonight with the girls. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, the tip-off with a 2:30 pregame with the boys. Here, Governors will host the O'Gorman Knights. Bobcats out of the timeout, working it down to the right wing. Kimber Bice, a 5'6" sophomore, off the bench. Back on there, had it, but her pass got away into the backcourt. That was tipped by Pierre, and now another loose ball out of bounds. As the shot clock is down to 10, Brookings will still have it. Maya Shorter checking in for the second time, 5'8" senior off the bench. Brookings got to be aware of the clock. Down to 5. Smith will fire a 3. Nice shot. It's up and good. Sheridan with the assist. Logan Smith with the step aside 3, and off the dribble she hits. Cutting it back to a 4-point game. 19-15. Price looking for the answer. Not this time. Right side, no good. Pulled down by Bice. And the Bobcats continue to out-rebound the Govs to this point, 15-10. Both teams with 3 on the offensive side, however. Bice up to the top of the key with the dribble. Off to Gracie Sheridan. She'll bring it back the other way. And Smith skip pass is tipped and taken away by Avery Kaiser. Another steal for Aves. Here's Dupree to Barry, forced to the baseline. Now back out the other way. Kaiser to Dupree. 3 ball, no good. In and out. And it's rebounded by Sophia Hamrick. 3.5 minutes to go. We're in the first half. Second period to be exact. Smith for another 3. Quick fire. This time it's no good. Hamrick, or rather Sheridan battling, but Dupree has the rebound. Logan Smith didn't have her feet set on that one. Made one a moment ago off of a good rhythm. Couldn't get that one. Had to rush it a little bit. And that fast-paced Governor defense. There's a skip pass as Brookings wants a foul. They won't get it. Price instead will bury a 3. Remy was going for the basketball on a long pass destined for her. Brookings got to it first, and Price knocked over a Brookings defender. Might have had a good argument. We've got a jump ball here. Mitch McLagan still wondering why there wasn't a whistle called on Remy Price. Meanwhile, again with that 3 ball, number 196 on her career. Matching the Governor's biggest lead here, 22-15, 2:46 to go. Quarter number 2. You see what Brookings is capable of. They play good teams quite well. Smith on the drive down the lane, has to scoop. It's up and it's in, and a foul called. Logan Smith with a pretty drive and a scoop that was in traffic, but very much under control. Got to give it to her on that. And if that's what Brookings has to lead the way for another couple of years, advantage Bobcats. Foul called on Maya Shorter will be her first. The free throw is rattled home. Logan Smith with her first 6 points of the game coming here in the second period. Team foul number 3 for the Govs, meanwhile, 22-18. Smith checks out. DeVergston back in. More of that 2-2-1 press. Elise Christofferson back in as well. Got it back near center circle to Ryan Berry. Back to Christofferson. Almost miscommunication. AC bails it out, though. Berry now to the left side in front of the Brookings bench. Price going to be left alone. Fires a 3, no good. Long rebound run down by Berry, however. Remy 3 out of 5 from distance. Brookings will knock one away to the student body. And a booted Carson Aharts with a receive on that one, and student body Black down in front. 2 minutes to play. Second quarter, 22-18. Governors lead by 4. Haven't been able to shake the Bobcats so far. Here's an entry pass to Terwilliger and a foul on the reach by DeVergston, who will pick up her second, but this one puts Pierre into the bonus with team foul number 7 for the visiting Bobcats with 1:51 to go. Terwilliger to fire on a 1-and-1 here. Front end is up and good. She'll earn another. Reese 3 out of 4 on the stripe with 5 points on the night. Here spreading the scoring around so far, although Remy Price has 3 threes and leads with 9 points. Second one for Twiggy is good. She's got 6. That's the lead for Pierre, 24-18. Right to left come the Bobcats in black and red. Amari Ward with it now. Starts right, cuts back to the left. Leaves it with Hamrick. Firing a 3 on the wing, no good. There's Sheridan in among the trees for an offensive rebound. Back to Hamrick. Now across the way, Jaden Devine driving. Puts a floater up from the baseline. No good. And DeVergston wrestles away. Another offensive rebound. Now Sheridan from the free throw line. That won't go. Brookings still hustling down rebounds. How about Hamrick, top of the key? No. DeVergston blocked this time by Terwilliger. More and more offensive rebounds. 4 tries and 5 maybe, but the Bobcats come up empty. Terwilliger with a block and the takeaway. Here is Christofferson. Looking to get around a defender. Throws a pass for Terwilliger off of the foot of a defender. And a rolling loose ball will end in a held ball. Simultaneous possession. This possession arrow stays with the Govs. Tedrow and Christofferson are out. Avery Kaiser is back in. Looks like the starting 5 all in there again for Pierre, and Dupree has to get it up top to Ryan Berry. Off of the inbound, back to Lennox on the left side. Berry again with 10 on the shot clock. Outside, Price stepping up for 3, short, tries to follow it, has it, and got tripped up. But it'll be blocked out of bounds. Remy with a good heads-up play. Knew that she missed that one a little bit short. Dupree will get an inbound underneath. New shot clock. Price takes the inbound, and she hits another 3. Assist to Dupree, 27-18, the biggest lead of the night for the Governors. Tip pass here, Smith with a good receive at half court. As the Bobcats broke the pressure. Devine to Ward. Devine was open, cutting down the lane, but she'll go outside instead, and Smith will hit a 3. There's a foul called away from the basketball. And the timing of this foul is the interesting part. They do count the basket for Smith, and it's a foul against the Governors, so Brookings is going to get to keep the possession. No, they're not. Actually, we're going to go to the other end of the floor, and the Governors will shoot a free throw. Gracie Sheridan, perhaps in a blockout, put Reese Terwilliger down on the ground, and Sheridan's first personal. Terwilliger, meanwhile, will shoot a 1-and-1 on the Pierre business end of the court. 16 seconds left here in the second quarter. Govs led 13-9 at the end of 1. They currently lead by 6, 27-21. Team foul number 8, once again for Brookings. First personal for Gracie Sheridan. Terwilliger with her second opportunity on a 1-and-1, and again gets in that crouch. Sheridan wanted to get a quick start. Terwilliger dribbles, picks it up, and then got a hitch in her giddy up just to get down into a crouch before shooting. And if you're not used to watching Terwilliger shoot free throws, she probably induces more lane violations than anybody in South Dakota. Sheridan's going to check out. Jaden Devine back in. Still a 1-and-1 as that first free throw never happened with the lane violation. Terwilliger dribbles it, spins, crouches, fires, and scores. She'll earn another one. Lead back up to 7 with potential for one more here. 28-21 Governors. Second opportunity for Terwilliger is good. Peanut Butter Cup and 5 out of 6. Actually 6 out of 7 for Reese. 28-21. Here is Ward for 3. Too strong off the glass. Price is there, but she'll be tackled by Kimber Bice, the 5'6" sophomore who had just checked in, and now Remy Price will go to the other end to shoot free throws. Mari Ward, the freshman, had much too much on that free throw opportunity. Jaden Devine out, Logan Smith back in with 7 seconds left. Coach McLagan hoping for some instant offense, perhaps to close out the quarter with Smith back in. Now Price, front end of the 1-and-1. This one rims in and out, no good. Halfway down, a chance for Brookings to close out the half. Smith with 2-and-1. 3-ball off the mark, no good. And we will go to halftime as the Pierre Governors take an 8-point lead into the intermission. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it is Pierre 29, Brookings 21, the scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. And it's halftime, which is brought to you in our broadcast by Wealth Partners. Ameriprise Financial, you'll find them in the Northridge Plaza in Pierre. We're back in 3 minutes to recap the first 16 minutes of play here in the SoDak 16. Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, is River 92.7, drgnews.com.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead,
Of Americans retire on their terms.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Oh, why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt. And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome. When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Synergy's Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte.
We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
So far tonight in the girls' SoDak 16, the underdogs are playing quite well. One game complete, and that was won by the favorite, O'Gorman, defeating Rapid City Central easily 63-26. But how about these scores? At halftime, Spearfish leading at Harrisburg 19-14. Also, Aberdeen Central, who had a lead, scores updated at Sioux Falls Jefferson. The Cavaliers now leading 30-25, and Mitchell leads at Brandon Valley 31-24 halfway through the third quarter. Washington has taken a 43-22 lead on one win, Sioux Falls. From Logan Smith out to Gracie Sheridan, who reigns in a three. And the Bobcats off to a good start, cutting it to a 5-point game. First possession, first throw into the second half like the opening tip, sponsored by Comtech Communication and Electronic Services in Pierre. Coming right back, though, the Governors get a Remy Price feed into Reese Terwilliger, who kisses one off the glass on the right side and scores 31-24. Governors trapping defense. Kaiser will tip a pass. It's picked off by the Governors. Pierre now right to left in home white here in the second half. As you watch this one on the drgnews.com website, the River 92.7 page. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Jordan Lutmer on camera. Heather Williams with technical direction in our DRG Media Group studios. Shot up, no good. Sophia Hamrick down with it off of the miss from Ryan Berry, who is struggling a little bit offensively tonight. Only 2 points. Berry looking for a steal. Cuts in front of it. Gets the steal. Now a one-on-one. Takeaway. Kaiser will hit one from the left elbow. Ryan Berry started it with a good defensive play. Kaiser's first field goal of the night. And Pierre ups the lead to 9. That matches their biggest of the game so far. Here's Macy Even out to Logan Smith. Starting 5 in here. We got a blocking foul on the floor that'll go against the Governors. Gracie Sheridan, Sophia DeVergston, and Sophia Hamrick are the starting 5 of the Bobcats. Lennox Dupree, Avery Kaiser, Remy Price, Reese Terwilliger, Ryan Berry all out there for Pierre. First sub in, though, in the second half as Mitch McClagan will bring out Macy Even and Sophia Hamrick. Jaden Devine is in along with Amari Ward. The freshman with it now, swinging it over. Devine looking for another 3. This one a little bit short from the left wing. Picked off down there by Remy Price. And it stays a 33-24 game. There's a tough shot up and good for Price. Ryan Berry, by the way, with that last rebound. Not Price, but Price with the bucket here. She's got 14. Remy with 4 threes in that first half. A total of 197 in her career in a Governor jersey. the top three-point shooter in Governor history, closing in on an even 200. Kick basketball, keeps it with Brookings as they inbound. Road black with the red numbers, white trim, moving from left to right here in our second half at Riggs High Gym. Smith on the drive, didn't use the glass. Couple of bounces off the rim. Loose basketball, and Terwilliger finally will haul it in. Gotta use the square. That's what it's there for. Meanwhile, the Governors with it back. Here's Kaiser with 5.5 minutes to play. Skips it across near side to Barry. Drives baseline. Up top now Dupree. Thought about three. Penetrates. Kicks back to Kaiser. She wants to drive, but has her pocket picked by Sheridan. Loose basketball picked up. Sheridan gets it back. And a foul called here on Ryan Barry. 2 shots will go to Gracie Sheridan. Sheridan defensively now with 3 steals out of the 5 Governor turnovers. Barry picking up her first personal. Pierre only with 4 fouls as a team the entire game, but this is their first in the second half. Sheridan, who was scoreless in the first half, hit a 3 to start the second half. Now has a free throw for her 4th point. Barry and Kaiser checking out. It'll be Christofferson in. Second free throw, no good, but it bounds away, and a long rebound taken down by Brookings, but now the Governors will get a takeaway. I think that was Price who got the steal, pushes ahead to Dupree, and then a foul on the floor on the way up. Second personal here for Sheridan. A 10-point Governor lead, 35-25. Trying to open things up here, make things a little more comfortable for Governor fans, but Christofferson with a bad pass over the top of Terwilliger, but she is bailed out as Brookings got a hand on it, trying to haul it in themselves. But a mishandle, and Pierre will keep the possession. Tess Burns, 5'10 sophomore, into a play the post as well, and the inbound from Dupree to Price. Hip checked by Burns. She tried to step inside. Then Burns put Price to the floor, picking up her 3rd personal foul. Price will shoot 2 with an even 5 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Remy, good on the first. We'll get another. Final home game for these seniors, and Remy Price having some kind of night so far. 36-25. Second one is up, and it's good. Point number 16 for the 5'7 senior. Kirk Beebout will take a timeout. So he can say so far, so good here in the second half. Timeouts in the broadcast brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. The Governors lead by 12. We're back in 1 minute on River 92.7 at drgnews.com.
Graham Tire of rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Back at Riggs High, out of the Governor timeout, the first they've used tonight. Brookings basketball. Pierre continues with a little man pressure, but getting it across is Jaden Devine. Left to right and around Remy Price. Handing it off to Logan Smith down in the right corner. Dangerous pass, but Sheridan has it up top. Leaves it with Amari Ward. She'll have her pass tipped. Price tries to save it, but she steps on the sideline in front of the Brookings bench. It stays with the Cats. 4:40 to go. Here in the third, an 8-point halftime lead now has grown to 12, 37-25 in favor of Pierre. Pierre hoping to go to the state tournament for the first time since 2017. A bad pass thrown behind the intended recipient. The Govs pick it up. Price wants another 3. Not this time, a little bit short on the right side. Tess Burns will rebound. Remy 4 out of 8 from outside the arc. Ward looking to get around Sid Tedrow. She finds Gracie Sheridan up top, looking for another three for her. No good. Off the back of the rim. Elise Christopherson rebounds. Dupree across the timeline, slowing it up. Get it back here from Price. Now Tedrow. Dupree steps up. It's back to Tedrow. Open for three. This one's off the mark. No good. And Amari Ward with the rebound. Governors shot the ball pretty well the other night. That's not really happening so far here this evening. Just 9 of 29 unofficially in that first half. On the move, Ward in traffic over the top of the rim and last touched by the Governors. No iron drawn. The shot clock will pick up again at 17. As Reese Terwilliger the last to touch as it goes out of bounds. Governors will send Barry back in. Kaiser joins her. Maya Shorter on the floor as well for Pierre. As Jaden Devine will inbound, and it's tipped and stolen by Ryan Barry. Up ahead in transition. Looking for Shorter is Barry, but Burns catching up quickly and knocking one away out of bounds. Tess Burns with good hustle to save what could have been an easy bucket for Maya Shorter. Now Barry to inbound, pushes it up to Christopherson on the top of the key. Left side, back to Kaiser in the corner. Drives a bit, finds Price. Remy up and good for two. Remington Price with 18 points on the night. 39-25. Pierre now Price with a steal and a breakaway. Left side all by herself. Let's put 20 on the board for Remy. 3 minutes to play in a 16-point lead. This is what the Governors are used to. And a timeout to be taken by the Brookings Bobcats. It's the senior Remington Price spearheading the movement here in the third period. A 60-second Coca-Cola timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Pierre on top by 16. Back in a minute on River 92.7.
Wagner Auto Company. You're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
92.7 KGFX FM here. When you're distracted, who's driving?
Back at Riggs High Gym, the Bobcats out of the timeout, and a good drive here for Sophia Hamrick, but standing in her way, in position, Maya Shorter. And an offensive foul taken by Shorter. Second personal for Sophia Hamrick, and the third team foul for the Brookings Bobcats here in the second half. 2:45 to play, still in the third, plenty of time to go, but Pierre has really opened things up, doubling their lead that was at halftime at 8, now 16. Christopherson to Kaiser, free throw line, a quick pass out of the reach of Shorter, and this will be picked up by Hamrick. Turnover number 6 for the Governors, 2 of those in the second half. Macy even on the drive, but loses the dribble. Picked off by Price, up ahead, 2-on-1. Price to Barry, left-handed layup, no good. But there's Shorter with an offensive rebound underneath, and then in a little bit of traffic, even may have knocked that away, but Shorter loses it out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat basketball. Governors miss an opportunity in transition there, but again, you're seeing more of that by the Governors. Their defense really starting to pick things up, pick up the intensity, and they're still turning into a little more success on the offensive end as a result. Here's Ward to even, hauled it in with a high pass in the corner. Nice pass inside to Burns. She misses the shot, but a foul called on the floor before the shot anyway. And this one will go to Shorter, and that'll be her second. Team foul number 3 for the Governors. Here's Dupree. Out goes Remy Price with 20 points so far in this one. Under 2 minutes to play, third quarter. An inbound throw in off the left side of the key underneath for the Bobcats, and the inbound is stolen by Avery Kaiser. Kaiser with 1, 2, 3, 4 steals in this game now. Long arms from the 6-footer. Here's Barry. Pull up from 12. It's no good. Ryan's just off touch. A little off kilter so far in the shot on this night. After a good 16-point effort Monday night. That's a nice drive by the freshman Amari Ward. No good, and Tess Burns will pull down the offensive board and spin and put it back up and in. A job well done there for Tess Burns, the sophomore off the bench. 41-27. Barry wants 3 this time. Now swishes it home. Ryan Barry with her first distance look tonight that goes. Press broken. Burns to Hamrick. That's off the glass and good. Brookings with a quick comeback. Sophia Hamrick with her first field goal. She has 3. It's 44-29. Under the final minute, Dupree with a long 3. Up no good, and Burns will get another rebound. Up ahead. And the scoop with a left hand will go for Logan Smith. A little bump from a Governor, and the foul is called as Barry picks up her second personal. Logan Smith's first field goal of the second half gives her double figures now with 11 and a chance for a 12. Shorter and Barry coming out. Ryan with her second personal. Remy Price back in along with Christofferson. Free throw short off the front of the rim. Battle for the rebound is tipped. Picked up by Sophia DeVergston, and it's good. Gracie Sheridan knocked it away from the Governors, who were there. And it turns into a 4-point play for the Bobcats. Here's Terwilliger inside. Outside Christofferson, back to Reese inside. This one's up and good. Strong play on the post for Reese Terwilliger, who now has 12. It's 46-33. 12 seconds to play, third quarter. Brookings looking for the last shot, even in the lane. Price will tip it. Sheridan runs it down. Now finds Smith on the run. It's up no good. Christofferson with the rebound. One last takeaway, but no time to shoot. And our third quarter comes to an end. And on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, the Governors lead 46-33, 8 minutes away from the state tournament. They've still got work to do. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre, and we're back in 60 seconds with more. Pierre Governor girls basketball in the postseason on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre, or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
46-33, a 17-12 scoring advantage for the Governors in the third period. Welcome back here to Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland, glad to be with you here on a Friday night. First shot for Lennox Dupree from the half circle is up no good. Rebound down to Kimber Bice off the bench to start our fourth quarter of play. Sydney Tedrow starts in there for the Governors. So does Jaden Devine for Brookings. She drives baseline, but the shot up no good. Tedrow will rebound. Governors work it inside, and Terwilliger is up and good. I think the Governors know what they'll need to do to salt this thing away, and that's going to be a healthy dose of Reese Terwilliger underneath the basket, especially, in my opinion, if Tess Burns is not on the floor for the Bobcats. Smith had a quick break for Brookings. She'll check in now for Ward. Dupree out for the Governors. As Barry is back on. 48-33, Pierre by 15. First minute of the fourth quarter. On the drive is Gracie Sheridan picking up a foul. Putting a runner up, it's no good, but a pretty good play here for Sheridan, who is a 5'8 senior. 2 shots coming. That's the second personal for Remington Price. Pierre Governor postseason basketball brought to you in part, by the way, by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Oahe Federal Credit Union, May Adam Law Office, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, Gators Pizza, Pasta, and Subs, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, and Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union in Pierre. One down, the second one missing for Sheridan. Terwilliger rebounds for the Governors. 48-34. Price stepping away. 3-ball good. Number 5 for the Remington. Bang. 7 minutes to play. 51-34. The Governor lead is 17. And a timeout taken by Pierre. Sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. We'll take a minute and we're back with more Pierre Governor postseason basketball.
This winter, sip on a...
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Back at Riggs, it's 51-34 after the 5th three-pointer of the night for Remington Price, which leaves her 2 now shy of 200 for her career. Governors with 7 minutes to go as they try to punch their ticket to Sioux Falls and the Pentagon, which is where the state AA tournament will be next weekend. Hook shot inside by Gracie Sheridan. Off the mark. Good look. But it will not go. Barry with the rebound up across. Pierre back into Terwilliger. It's up and good. Remy Price with the assist. Terwilliger 4 for 4 here in the second half. 53-34 our score. Here are their biggest lead, swelling to 19 now. Devine steps to the free throw line. Good shot up and in. Jaden Devine with 9 points off the bench. Right to left for the Governors. Back into Terwilliger. She'll feed. Price up and good. Remington with 25. It was Price to Terwilliger before. Now Terwilliger to Price for another 2. 55-36, under 6 minutes to play. The second-ranked Governors, the second-seeded Governors. Second half has been played a lot better than the first half, I believe, by the Govs. Miscommunication contributing to turnover number 22 as a Kimber Bice pass finds its way out of bounds between the Brookings bench and the scorer's table, and the Governors will get another possession. That's a big difference right now. 22 turnovers for Brookings, only 6 for Pierre tonight. Christofferson wants 3. Christofferson has 3. Assisted by Ryan Berry. 5 points for AC tonight, 58-36. Now Ward loses the dribble off of her foot. Picked up by Christofferson. Breakaway, no good. Ward altered the shot. Does a good job in getting back. But Burns is in there, down with the rebound. Now 3 up top for Smith is off the mark. And last touch by Macy Even. It'll be Pierre basketball. Emmerich will check in. 5:13 to go. Governor basketball in the postseason, sponsored in part by American Bank and Trust, Swenson Cowan Dental Office, First Dakota National Bank, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Wagner Auto, River Cities Public Transit, Oahe Family YMCA, Bauman Lumber, and Ferding Electric in Pierre. There's another one for Terwilliger, but this bunny missed as Burns again alters the shot. Hamrick down with the rebound. That's the first miss in the second half for RT. Still with 16 points on the night. On the move, Smith through the lane. Reverse, up no good. Burns on the backside is good with a putback. I'll tell you what, in the post game, when we look at the season that has been for Brookings, it's going to be a tough season. But when we look at the future for these Bobcats, I say completely different. This is going to be a good team for the next couple of years. There's a nice drive for Ryan Berry. A little bit of a stumble off of the right block, collecting the pass, but she picks herself up, spins around a defender, kisses it off the glass for two. Pierre leads 60-38. 3-ball right side here, no good. Couple of tips, and it's Christofferson running it down. And now bodies on the floor in the backcourt. And the officials are going to have to talk about this. All of the officials were kind of away trying to get into position. I was actually looking on my stat sheet. I have no idea what just happened either. And a timeout is going to be called, but they're going to call a jump ball. And I believe basically you have to call a jump ball if you're the officials and you really don't know what the correct call is. So a jump ball, possession arrow belongs to Brookings, I believe, but they're giving Pierre a timeout. Let's take a quick 30-second Coca-Cola timeout. We'll try to figure it out. We're about halfway home in the fourth, and the Governors up by deuce on River 92.7.
Tackle your...
The weather still might be cold, but it's never too early to think about how you want to spend those upcoming summer days. Owyhee Federal Credit Union is running their recreational loan special that offers 90 days no payments and terms up to 15 years. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union get you ready for those sunny days ahead.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
4:05 to go here at Riggs High Gym. Winner of this game moves on to the state tournament, and they would play the first evening game at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. Looking more and more as time ticks away like it will be the Governors for the first time in 6 seasons. Nice move here by Logan Smith, but misses the shot. Collected on the backside, however, by Hamrick. Back to Smith. Extra pass, and it's up and good for Gracie Sheridan, and Brookings will take a timeout. Another Coca-Cola break in the action. We could take another minute with the Bobcats here. 3:40 to play, 60-40. Governors by 20 on River 92.7.
City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Guffs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Harrisburg came from behind to knock off Spearfish 35-30. Spearfish led 19-14 at halftime in that game, but the Tigers fend off a major upset. Spearfish was the last team that Brookings played on Saturday and beat the Bobcats 39-33. Out of the timeout, Governor basketball. Here's a Remy Price pass off of the knee of Amari Ward, and it'll go out of bounds. The Governors will inbound from the end. With 3.5 minutes to play. Here comes Tess Burns again. There goes Kimber Bice. Offense for defense, essentially, for Brookings, as they'll continue to do that. One thing about the Bobcats, they're not going to stop playing. This is a team that we've seen And you can tell this is just a team that will not quit. They've got a lot of fire, a lot of spunk in their game. That's one of the positives we're looking forward to next year. I'm sure Bobcat fans are as well. It's a good screen and roll as Ryan Berry feeds Reese Terwilliger up and in for another pair. Loose basketball fumbled away by Gracie Sheridan. And with a 22-point lead, the Governors will start bleeding some shot clock here. Or will they? They'll get Price on the break, fed by Kaiser, and it's up and good for Remington Price. 27 points for the Governors standout senior, 64-40. Here's Ward. Makes a nice move. Left-handed scoop, no good, but she'll head to the free throw line, picking up a Governor foul. Starting five all out there right now for Pierre, but I'm sure before too long, Kirk Beebout will start funneling other people in there, maybe giving each one of these seniors a chance to be recognized on their final home game. It's been quite a run for the Governors, no doubt about it, even though they haven't made state tournaments, but this team has put it all together this year. Amari Ward at the free throw line. First free throw good. Second one is also good. Her first 2 points. She'll check out. Sophia Hamrick back in. 64-42. 2:37 to go. Brookings with pressure in the backcourt. Berry to Dupree. They'll get it across. Price to Kaiser. A 2-on-1. Good catch-up defense here by Jaden Devine. She'll knock it away out of bounds. 2:27 to go now. Governor fans following the girls tonight. There's an inside pass. Kaiser breaks free, fed by Berry. It's up and good. An easy two for Avery Kaiser. Governor's shooting percentage here in the second half with a lot of high percentage shots has been increasing dramatically. Here's another pass and a save by Smith right into the hands of Berry. And an easy breakaway layup, good for Ryan Berry. That started with a bad pass that sent Logan Smith back to the half-court line. Collision. Berry peels herself up. The officials let him play. 3 for Smith's up, no good. Kaiser will rebound. I think in a tight game, they probably blow the whistle there, but just didn't do it here. Dupree, how about for 3? No. From the right corner, no good. Hamrick has the rebound. Lennox 0 for 4 after she had a good 15 or 16-point night the other night. Now a 5th steal of the game for Avery Kaiser. You can pretty much write this one in the books. It's 68-42 with a minute 15 to play. The Governors are going to go to the state tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Hip foul by Smith on the top of the key. And here come the reserves. With a minute 13 to go, 4 Bobcats, 5 of them checking in, 5 Governors checking out. Kaiser, Price, Berry. Berry, the youngster of the bunch. Terwilliger checking out. Standing ovation for the Pierre Governors seniors in particular. (68-42) Pierre basketball. Kara Weiss, the 5'7" senior, is in. Lavin Price has it now. Danny Beck is in there, the 6'2" senior. Now with it, Gracelyn Taylor, 5'5" sophomore. Up top to Beck. And again, chew that shot clock. Here's Laney Rinke, the junior, on. Taylor up top, looking for a shot opportunity. Fires, but misses. Rebound is pulled down by Brinley Mack of the Bobcats. On the drive here, running out of room. This will be a takeaway by the Governors. Actually, Macy Even is in there. Tess Burns as well. Gracelyn Taylor again, 28 seconds to play. The Governors will be the 2 seed in the state tournament. They will play at 6 o'clock next Thursday night. 3 more games from the state AA will be heard right here on River 92.7. 13 ticks to go. Still 9 on the shot clock. 6 Laney Rinking tries to find Danny Beck underneath, and it's out of bounds. That's only the 7th turnover of the night, the 3rd of the second half for Pierre. 5:30 pregame next Thursday. Mark it down. The Governors are heading to the state tournament. 3-2-1, it is over. Congratulations to the Pierre Governors. Your final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's Pierce 68 and the Brookings Bobcats 42. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use them for their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. The Governors improved to 18-3 on the season. The Bobcats season will come to an end at 5-16, but I'll say it again, look out for this team in the next couple of years. We'll talk about that in our post game. We'll start with a 3-minute break. Post game coming up. It's brought to you by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. Plenty to talk about. We'll get a Governor player up here to talk with, perhaps. We've got big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics, your Cowboy Country Stores player of the game, also coming up as well. In 3 minutes, this is Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Come on back.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastормroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
A big congratulations to all basketball players. Beck Motor Company in Pierre prides itself on supporting our central South Dakota communities. We are a full-service dealership that will work hard for your business. Give us a call at 605-224-5912. Visit us online at beck-motors.com. Good luck, basketball players, from Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Riggs High Gym as the Pierre Governors are getting their state tournament entry awards and the state tournament qualifier plaque accepted by head coach Kirk Bebout, handed off by athletic director Brian Mosier. What a week it's been for the Pierre Governor athletic program so far. A state girls wrestling championship, a state dual boys wrestling championship after a third place finish as well. Now the Governor girls basketball team qualifies for the state tournament tomorrow. Hopefully more of the same as the Pierre Governor boys will battle against the O'Gorman Knights with a 3 o'clock tip-off here on River 92.7, 2:30 pregame. Plenty more to talk about that coming up a little bit later on. But let's recap this one. Brookings, I tell you what, folks, I can't say enough about how well I think the Bobcats played in this game. Back on February 14th, Pierre won the game 57-31. Tonight they win it by the same 26-point margin, but I think maybe that first time around, it was all about the Governor defense. I can't recall. I wasn't there, I guess. I don't know if it was a sluggish start for Pierre in that game as well, but it kind of was in this game. 13-9 at the end of one quarter of play. Govs outscored the Cats 16-12 in the fourth quarter, and it was still anybody's game going to halftime. 29-21 our score at the time. But then in that second half, the Governor defense started to open things up, and not only that, with some takeaways. Again, the transition offense for the Governors still became a little more familiar, I guess, with what Governor fans are used to from what they've seen over the course of this season. A 17-12 scoring advantage in the third quarter made it 46-33. But then in the fourth, everything fell into place. Maybe Brookings got a little bit tired. I imagine they expended a lot of energy trying to stay with the Governors. Probably a lot of mental tiredness, if you will, because of that stifling Governor defense that forces 27 turnovers tonight. A lot of steals in this one for Pierre. We'll give you more specifics on that a little bit later on. But again, just some of those things I think started to wear on the Bobcats in the fourth quarter, and that contributed to a 22-9 scoring effort for the Govs in that fourth quarter of play. They win it 68-42. They will play the winner of Rapid City Stevens and Huron in the first round of the state tournament, the quarterfinals, if you will. Again, no reseeding in Class AA, so in a sense, that makes this the first round of the state AA basketball tournament since there's no reseeding. But it will be Pierre against either Rapid City Stevens or Huron. They played Stevens in the first game of the season. They played Huron in late January, early February, somewhere in there, of course. Victories over both. But tonight belongs, I think, to the Governor seniors in this one, as they will walk off the court happy for one last time. But they will walk onto another court at the Sanford Sports Center at the Pentagon 3 times next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. What a great day for the Pierre Governors. Let's take a look at the shooting stats in this one. As, again, sluggish start. The Governors unofficially were 9 of 30 on the floor in the first half, but the shooting percentage picked up. 7 of 13 in the third quarter. Overall, 17 of 27. That's 10 of 14 in the fourth quarter. 17 of 27 in the second half. 26 out of 57 overall. They hit 7 threes in this game. Remington Price with 5. She now has 198 in her career, just 2 shy of 200, as she broke that Governor Sports record here just a couple of weeks ago. Remy leads the way with 27 points. Reese Terwilliger with 18. And she got it done in the paint in the second half with a 5 of 6 shooting effort. Again, those are your high percentage shots that the Governors were able to come up with after halftime. Reese with 18, along with Price's 27. Next in line, almost double figures for Ryan Berry. She didn't have her greatest night shooting the basketball, but she still finishes with 9 points and did a lot of other things very well tonight, especially passing the basketball. Elise Christofferson with 5, including a 3-ball. Avery Kaiser had 5 points. Lennox Dupree held to 4 tonight, but the point guard is still doing her job with a lot of intangibles tonight as well. 6 players in the scoring column. Maya Shorter got in there, but and Sydney Tedrow as well, but combined 0 for 1 on the floor. But still, those two meaning so much to this team that provides big minutes off the bench for the Governors. 68 on the board for Pierre, and a 9 of 12 effort overall included from the free throw line. For the Brookings Bobcats, again, shooting the ball very similar to the Governors in the first half. They go 8 of 23. In fact, had a better shooting percentage. than Pierre did in the first two quarters of play. In the second half, 8 of 19 overall gives them an effort of 16 of 42 on the ball game, 4 of 17 from long range, and 6 of 10 at the free throw line. Brookings gets 8 players in the scoring column, 1 in double figures. That's Logan Smith. She'll finish with 11, but she had 9 of those at halftime. Jaden Devine, impressive. Off the bench, will finish with 9. Gracie Sheridan with 7 points, all in the second half. And then 4 points apiece for Sophia DeVergston and Tess Burns. And Burns played extremely well off the bench, in my opinion. Sophia Hamrick with 3 points. Amari Ward with a couple of free throws. Macy even with a bunny down way back in the first quarter of play. 42 on the board for the Bobcats. Brookings, impressive on the glass tonight. They out-rebound Pierre 36-25. Remember that rebounding advantage that Pierre had against Sioux Falls Jefferson? Forget about that. It was Brookings who did a better job rebounding tonight. Governors were missing shots, and another thing about Brookings is they got 12 offensive rebounds, but some of those offensive putbacks weren't going for the Bobcats. That's contributing to the shooting percentage being a little bit low, but contributing to those numbers of rebounds as well, as they had the advantage there. 12-5, the advantage on the offensive glass. Burns off the bench with 8 rebounds, among the leaders for the Bobcats. For Pierre and their 25 rebounds, they spread it around. Reester Williger with 5, Avery Kaiser with 5, among others, to lead the way in that department. Just about everybody who rebounded a ball for the Governors had somewhere between 3, 4, or 5. Where the Governors did get out rebounded, where they excelled tonight, is distributing the basketball. 20 assists, 14 of those in the second half. They had 17 field goals, and in my opinion, 14 of those were assisted. That's getting it done. 20 assists, a lot of them from Ryan Berry, a number of them from Remy Price. Just good ball movement all around. Avery Kaiser, this one as well. Those are your leaders in that department. Brookings with 8 assists. The other stat that tells the story is the turnover department. 27 turnovers for Brookings, only 7 for the Governors. 3 of those coming in the second half. And a quick count here tells me 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe even 17 steals by the Governors. And we're talking tip passes. We're not talking about fumbled passes or things like that. Passes that are tipped or just flat out intercepted. That's the quickness of the Pierre Governors. It was there in the first half. Brookings was doing much the same thing defensively too. But in the second half, it really, this game really belonged to the Governors. In fact, let's count them, 15 of those 27 turnovers coming in the second half. 68-42, the Governors moving on to the state AA basketball tournament starting next Thursday. We got plenty more to talk about. Going to take a 3-minute timeout. We will come back as the Governors cutting down the nets. Lennox Dupree going to get the last snip of the nylon, at least on one end of the floor. Maybe they'll have to move to the other one to cut that net down as well. Actually, somebody else is going to cut down the last one. It's Coach Bebout heading up. They'll just pull it down. He'll shake it out. The Governor fans are there to greet. Coach Bebout said he wants to spend time with his players. He will not come up for a post-game chat. That's fine. We'll talk to him before the state tournament starts next Thursday. But let's take a 3-minute break, and we're back with more of our Family Dental post-game as the Governors heading on to their first state tournament since 2017. They've done it here tonight. River 92.7 at drgnews.com.
Hey, DQ fans, do you want onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer, both. Say hello to the DQ chicken strip and fry rings baskets. Get 2 of our legendary sides with our golden chicken strips. Now the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fry chicken ring? Or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color cost? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back at Riggs High Gym, and a lot of celebrations still going on down on the floor. Players getting pictures taken. Some of them with nets around their necks. And see, Lennox Dupree right now has a net, and she's holding the state tournament qualifier trophy. Pictures happening all over the place. This is something that the Governors have not experienced in a while. It's been since 2017, their last state tournament appearance. And I'm trying to recall, I think. No, that wasn't Scott DeBoer's first year when the Governors went 17-3, the Sidney Palmer era. When the Governors were hot going into the state tournament, but then were upended in the first round by Harrisburg. Ended up taking 7th in that tournament. But I think the Governors have bigger and better things coming ahead. Coach Mitch McLagan, in our pregame conversation with him, called Pierre, in his opinion, the best team in the state. And I'll tell you what, folks, it's hard to deny that. It's hard to dispute that. The Governors, earlier in the season, early January, they did lose here at home to current top-ranked and top seed Sioux Falls, Washington, but a signature win at O'Gorman in January, and then I think closing out the season with a signature win over Sioux Falls Jefferson. That's the second and the 4 seeds right now. The Governors, if anybody, belongs in the conversation with some of those Sioux Falls great teams that they've got. I think you've got to put the Governors in the chat, no doubt about it, and it's going to be fun. At the Pentagon, there's no better basketball arena in South Dakota than the Pentagon. I personally have actually never been to the Pentagon, so I'm really looking forward to the trip. The one thing that could cause an issue, the Governor's going to have to get settled in maybe in their practice session, because you can imagine all of those Sioux Falls teams have probably played and spent a good deal of time in that basketball venue. Hopefully the Governors can make it feel like a home away from home themselves. Doesn't really matter. When you've got great defense the way the Governors have, you can cause problems for anybody on any regulation floor. And again, some things to look forward to coming up. We continue, though, with our Family Dental post game. Let's talk about big plays of this game. Big plays of the game are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. certainly had a number of those. But let's first hear from Hermanson Endodontics, and we'll tell you about the biggest plays in the game when we come back with more of our Governor postgame.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics with big plays of the game. Sometimes hard to pick out a particular play singularly, but biggest plays I think for the Governors came in early in that second half when Pierre started to open things up. I think the biggest thing about it was Pierre got their inside game going. They're still hitting some threes. They hit 3 threes after halftime, but what wasn't working in the first half really was the points in the paint, and only 5 2-point field goals registered by the Governors, with 4 from outside the arc in that first half. 9 field goals total. 5 of them were inside the arc. But then in the second half, with the 17 field goals, 3 of them from outside, made it 14 inside the arc. A number of those coming from the paint. Reister Williger with 10 points in the paint, scored in the second half. Even Remy Price with 5 2-point baskets in the second half. A lot of that on ball movement and drives, and that leads to my stat of the game, I believe, the 20 assists for the Governors. Ball movement leads to high percentage shots, and the Pierre Governors, the boys are living proof of that. The girls also doing their part, living proof of what the assist category and what the story can tell with a number like 20 in that column. Contribute that in addition to, 15 steals or something like that. That Governor defense is their identity. That leads to a lot of that transition. That leads to a lot of those high percentage shots. And in this case, that leads to a trip to the state basketball tournament. Your big plays of the game brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Let's take another break, and we've got a player of the game. And we're going to announce. It isn't... it's a no-brainer.
It's a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank. It's a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities. Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh-baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal Bird Stance. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Sometimes Heather Williams and I are not on the same page. It's a rarity, but that's just because I goof in the way I'm talking. But Cowboy Country Stores, we just heard from them. They sponsor your player of the game. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at these Brookings Bobcats. This is a young team. They have few seniors, Gracie Sheridan, Sophia Hamrick, Sophia DeVergston, all in the starting lineup that contribute, and they have played their final ball game, but there's some good players coming up as led by Logan Smith, the sophomore guard. You look at players like Jaden Devine, who played outstanding off the bench. Tess Burns in the post, a sophomore off the bench. She's going to be tough to stop. Macy Even is a freshman starter, and then also Amari Ward is a freshman who came in, had some big minutes off the bench. This team will be heard from. They're going to win a lot more than 5 ball games next year and the year after that, and probably the year after that. Coach McLagan has this team headed in the right direction. Big pat on the back of each one of them. And like we talked with the coach in the pregame, we know this is a team that's going to come in here and not quit. They didn't quit. The Governors just kind of stepped up their game a little bit and ended up winning this one going away. So real proud of the Bobcats and how well they've really played. Their record doesn't show it. But, again, this team is worth some major looks next year and some major respect as well if you go play the Brookings Bobcats. But as for the Governors, Well, it's quite obvious that Remington Price, in her final home game, had one of her best games ever. Finishes with 27 points. That includes 5 threes. Her total now is up to 198 in her career. Not too many people get to shoot 200 three-pointers in a career. Remy, who's been getting significant starting minutes since her freshman season, asked Emily Michelson for the record breaker here not too long ago, but now will likely pass over the 200 mark in the state tournament with 3 games to go. Big night for Remy. She's got plenty of player of the game T-shirts, though, so we're going to look elsewhere. How about Reese Terwilliger? 18 points. Reese, a little bit quiet in the first half with 8 points. In fact, 6 of those came from the free throw line. Only 1 field goal in the first half for Reese Terwilliger. She goes 5 of 6 in the paint in the second half. Definitely a force, and people got to recognize what Reese Terwilliger is capable of in state tournament games coming up as well. And she certainly player of the game worthy, but she's got player of the game T-shirts as well. Ryan Berry's got player of the game T-shirts. Lennox Dupree, Avery Kaiser, they've got player of the game T-shirts from David Burrell and from myself. Elise Christofferson has player of the game T-shirts. And even the seniors off the bench, Maya Shorter and Sydney Tedrow, they've earned player of the game T-shirts. You know who I don't believe has? The senior off the bench. In fact, Annie Beck, one of the seniors off the bench here playing her final home game, but she has a volleyball player of the game T-shirt from me. That leaves Kara Weiss, the 5'7" senior. You know, role players are such a key component to every state tournament team. Somebody's got to push the starters in practice. They may not get the minutes in the varsity competitions very often, but Kara Weiss is one that is a big part of this team. And you just ask Coach B about it. He'll say everybody is just as important as the next person. And we're going to go with Kara Weiss, the senior off the bench, the player of the game, brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. The Governors are heading down the road to Sioux Falls in the Pentagon next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All of the action will be right here on River 92.7. Let's take a final break. We'll come back and we will look at all of the scores and we'll preview SoDak 16. Take 2 coming up tomorrow. The Pierre Governors hosting the O'Gorman Knights in boys basketball, 3 o'clock start time, 2:30 pregame here on River 92.7. We're back after this final timeout in the Governor postgame here on River 92.7.
Hey guys, this is Truett Rogers, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota here in Pierre, South Dakota. And I just want to let you guys know about this beautiful white 2017 Ford F-150 Lariat with 84,000 miles. Loaded up with leather, nav, adaptive cruise, and heated and cooled seats, and a whole ton more. Priced today at $36,995. Stop in at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota at 518 East Sioux Ave in Pierre. Visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com or call 605-224-7378 and ask for me, Truett Rogers.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Flip your loan, lower your payment with great rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. This is Jody. Now is the time to refinance your vehicle or a recreational vehicle with rates as low as 2.3%. Plus, no payments for 90 days and $75 cash after finalization. Come see us on North Garfield Avenue at Northridge Plaza. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in South Dakota needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back one more time to Riggs High. Jim Bryan, Oakland play-by-play. Heather Heather Williams in studio, Jordan Lutmer on camera. This will be a fun one to play back time and time again on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com. If you can't find it there, well, then just search on YouTube for the live ticket feed as well. The Governors defeating Brookings tonight 68-42. Here are the other scores, and there are 2 games still going on, but other than that, the state tournament field is just about fully set. O'Gorman earlier today defeated Rapid City Central 63-26. Big Scare had Spearfish with Harrisburg on the ropes, but the 6-seeded Tigers prevail 35-30 in Harrisburg. Roosevelt continued to play well, but could not stop Sioux Falls, Washington. The Warriors will be the top seed at 53-40 with their victory. And Sioux Falls Jefferson with a win over Aberdeen Central today, 57-41 down in Sioux Falls. Also, the one upset so far today has Mitchell holding off Brandon Valley 53-49. You know how in college basketball brackets are always busted by a 12 seed beating a 5? Well, that has happened here today as number 12 Mitchell defeats Brandon Valley. So Mitchell is into the state tournament as the big underdog. Rapid City Stevens leads Huron 44-34. They've got a minute left in the third. That game out in Rapid City. Pierre plays the winner of that game. Could be the Raiders against the Governors, it looks like. Even though that game far from over with about 9 minutes left in it. They're finished with the third period in Watertown, and Sioux Falls Lincoln, the 9 seed, leading the 8 seed Arrows 30-24. So the state tournament next week starts at 12 o'clock noon at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Number 1 Washington will play the Watertown Sioux Falls Lincoln winner in the first game, and that'll be followed by the 4-5 matchup, or in this case, the 4-12 matchup. Sioux Falls Jefferson will play Mitchell in game number 2. Then the first game of the evening session is the 2 seed Pierre Governors taking on either Rapid City Stevens or Huron. And then finally, the 3-6 game with O'Gorman against Harrisburg. That is the first round. Of course, 6 o'clock tip-off will be on the air at 5:30. And who knows, maybe we'll even go a little bit longer in the pregame. But stay tuned for that, and we'll have it right here for you, River 92.7, next Thursday. And before we finish off for good, we take a look at the boys bracket, the boys SoDak 16 coming up. Pierre Governors will host as the 6th seed, will host the O'Gorman Knights, the 11 seed. An O'Gorman victory in January in overtime, 68-64. On a night that I don't believe the Governors played their best game of the season. In fact, maybe one of their worst played games. It just was a struggle. This was the time when they were still struggling to defend the 3-point shot. They defended it very well in their last 2 games. Let's hope that continues. And maybe O'Gorman won't be so hot, but O'Gorman coming off a 70-point offensive output at Mitchell in their last game. Mitchell happened to win that game 71-70, but the Knights definitely going to be a very tough opponent coming up this weekend. But the SoDak 16 tomorrow, in addition to the Governors and the Knights, has number 1 Sioux Falls Jefferson. They're still the top seed despite their loss to the Governors on Monday night. They'll play number 16 Rapid City Stevens. That will be at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Brandon Valley is the 8th seed. They'll host number 9 Harrisburg at 3 o'clock tomorrow. On the other side of the bracket, Yankton is the 4 seed, and they will host Aberdeen Central. That's a 2 o'clock start time. Number 5 Washington hosts Huron. Warriors against the Tigers also at 2 o'clock tomorrow. The bottom half of the bracket in the final 16 has number 2 seed. Actually, they're the number 3, second ranked, but 3rd seeded. Sioux Falls Lincoln hosting number 15 Rapid City Central. Number 4 Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Did they get all the way? Oh, I'm looking at game numbers. Sioux Falls Lincoln is the 2 seed. They'll host Rapid City Central at 15. Then number 7 Sioux Falls Roosevelt hosts Sturgis at 10 and 9. Both of those games are at 3 o'clock. The Governors play at 3 against O'Gorman, and Mitchell will play at 6 o'clock. Number 3 seed Mitchell against number 14 Watertown. That game, with the winner of that one, would play the winner of the Pierre O'Gorman game in the first round of the state tournament in Rapid City, and that would be the final game of the first day of the state AA boys basketball tournament in 2 weeks 2 weekends here from this weekend. Final look at those scores once again. Rapid City Stevens girls leading 44-34 over Huron, still 30-24 Lincoln over Watertown as the state AA tournament field is just about full. By the way, speaking of state tournaments, congratulations to the Jones County Coyotes and to the Sully Buttes Chargers, who got their trips earned to the State B basketball tournament with victories last night. Sully Buttes with a win over Harding County. Jones County beat Centerville. Jones County will be the 8th seed in that tournament, and they'll play the first game of the day at 12 o'clock noon against, I'm trying to think now without even looking at the bracket, Jones County playing the top seed Woolsey Wessington, and then the 4 or 5 game has Sully Buttes, as they will be the 4 seed, and they will play number 5 Wall. Both of those games I expect to be on 94.5 and 100.5 in Pierre and Fort Pierre, KPLO. So good luck to the Coyotes and to the Chargers in the State B basketball tournament. A gritty-gutty effort by the Brookings Bobcats, and to those who will be traveling back home, back east on Highway 14, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team, and they remind us all when we're driving to buckle up, because buckling up is the best way to save your life in a crash. Do it for your friends and family. You've got some place to be. And the broadcast of this playoff game has been brought to you by this station, River 92.7, our advertisers, and these member schools of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. No rebroadcast in whole or in part may be made without the written permission of the SDHSAA. For the final time at Riggs High Gym this season, the Pierre Governors are a winner. Your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard, 68-42. The Governors knock off the Brookings Bobcats. The Governor boys will try to duplicate the feat and head on to their state tournament as well. Governors and O'Gorman Knights, 2:30 pregame tomorrow. Tip-off at 3 o'clock. We hope you can join us. For Jordan Lutmer on camera from Live Ticket, for Heather Williams in studio, they'll be joining us tomorrow as well. Hope you join me too. Brian Oakland, this has been a presentation of your official voice of Pierre Governor Sports, River 92.7, DRGnews.com. Your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard, Pierce 68 and Brookings 42. Have a good Friday evening, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon.
Pierre Governor basketball in the girls SoDak 16 on River 92.7 has been brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, DQ, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Renke Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Governor's SoDak 16 basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Oahe Federal Credit Union, the May Adam Law Firm, Kathy's Sun and Shine Properties, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, American Bank and Trust, Swenson Cowan Dental, First Dakota National Bank, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, and Wegner Auto. Governor basketball is brought to you in part by Bauman Lumber and Ferding Electric, Potsdam Agency State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service. The proceeding has been a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports on the official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7.